both muted. Now we're unmuted.
We got it now, gamers.
Good morning.
Good afternoon.
Good evening, Conrad.
And how are you, Fan Fam? Go ahead and check it out because it's happening. We're giving away the last Wizzy the Green Lucky Hat.
Right now, fill it out. You have 2 minutes. If you're watching on Twitch.tv, YouTube, you have 2 minutes to fill out this form. I'm going to close it down.
Let's do it. Boots
This
and
is
cats,
for Wizzy the
Boots and
Green's
Cat.
lucky hat. When the time says 8:08 p.m. my local time, the close of the form will happen, and we will draft the very last Wizzy the Green's lucky hat to kick off the show. I didn't do the intro, chat. Didn't do the intro.
It's true, you didn't. It's first in a long time.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. The time is 8:06 p.m. on July 28th, 2022, but it might be July 29th, 2022, where you are. If you're joining us from the Asia Pacific region, good morning. If you're joining in Africa, good morning. If you're joining in India, good morning. If you are joining us in Europe, good morning. Everybody, good evening to those people joining in South and North America. It has been a heck of a time, chat. If you're here and you showed up 30 seconds ago, then there's a link for a form in the chat. All right. We're giving away the last Wizzy the Green's lucky hat right now to start the show. Celebration. This is 200 of these that have been distributed exclusively on this show for free to you. A love story from Alex Florez to the community. And Wizzy the Purple's lucky hat is coming up. The first giveaway for that will be tomorrow, not tonight. We want to celebrate those people who are here early, here often with this giveaway, since it is the last of its series. And as a reminder, for anybody who did win Wizzy the Green's lucky hat in the past, tomorrow marks the first day you're eligible to win again. Because with each new series, each 200 new hats and or assets. I love him flexing on the show. he's voting for Twitch. You could tell it's rigged. You could tell it's rigged. I'm kidding. If it rolls Twitch, it's totally random between Twitch and YouTube. Currently, we've got a good... It has been 2 minutes. Rigged. We actually have 32 people on YouTube. Only 21 responses to this form, chat. I'm sorry, Jazzwolf. I closed it. As I said, it was going to be 2 minutes. Just 2 minutes that it was open. We're closed. I shut it down. 21 responses. I'm rolling a 1 through a 21. I'm pushing generate, and it rolled a 17 on the form for the last Wizzy the Green's lucky hat to ever be given away. Answering the question, what day is it? Friday. Is it Friday?
Could be.
It's Thursday, but it's Friday where you are. It's Friday there. All right. Twitch.tv was the platform that won. Lucky user P419X. P419X. Congratulations. You showed up early. You showed up often. You're hanging out in the chat, having fun. Was their response for those people watching on YouTube? They're freaking out. You got the very last one. Treasure it, please. Wear it, use it inside any combat-based experience, inside the Sandbox game, or in the Sandbox Game Maker. It fits on any humanoid character. All right? Good for you to use. And tomorrow will be the first Wizzy the Purple's indiscriminate descriptor hat. We don't know what it is yet. We'll figure it out as soon as Alex Florez mints that bad boy. We're going to get that out to you. Patio 3900 says, can't wait for the purple. And chat, I can't wait to talk about what's good, what's new in the news of the Sandbox game today. And then we're going to play your games here. Conrad has queued up a game for us to play. But in the meantime, as we're reading the news here, if you have a game that you have created inside the Sandbox Game Maker for maybe a game jam competition, maybe you're making it for yourself personally to publish in the metaverse, and you want some feedback on that game, submit it in the chat. And we can add it to the list of games that we are playing here live on this show to give you feedback to help improve your experience. Also, We'll be doing more giveaways on the next show. Ninja Puppy Inbox, no more today. GG.
No more.
No more today.
Tanky,
but
that last hat, it went
Yes.
to Twitch.
that's right. It did go to Twitch. It did go to Twitch, X Tanky TV, but you may be the owner of the first purple one. And if so, nobody else has it for at least a week. Nobody else will have it. First piece of news out here today, posted by at the Sandbox Game at Head 5 holders. Another claim for you. The Mouse Bot, with the strength of a machine and the speed of a sports car, best of both mouse worlds, created by a VoxEdit contest winner at GEZMAKES. GMAEs. I'm going to say it's that. You can get it now at sandbox.game/en/me/claim. In the claim section, if you go over to the avatar in the top right and click on that, you'll see a section that says claim. Just click that and you'll be able to claim a nice sports car with a mouse in it. It's pretty slick. It's pretty slick looking.
I like it.
Another
It's
piece
pretty
came out today, Conrad. Piece came out, says, we're proud to present to you a warm, funny, and mysterious new game being developed in the Sandbox. The Multiversity, developed by Tailwind Games, that's at TALEWINDGAMES. The Multiversity is an education-themed science fantasy experience exclusive to the Sandbox. If you head over to at the Sandbox Game, you can check out more info on this. This was posted about 14 hours ago now. And the very important beings are the first NFT collection from the Multiversity universe to drop on July 29th at 3 p.m. UTC. There were some really cool looking assets in this particular collection. If you want to check them out, go over to sandbox.game. You can see them inside the marketplace right now. They're not available for sale, but they are listed, so you can have a look. They're pretty cool. Also, there's a bit of a hype video for some of these in that original post, so go check it out if you're interested. Then, posted by the Sandbox Game. Conrad, this one probably exciting for you.
A pretty big one.
Launching a new avatar section on our marketplace. Currently featuring Snoop avatars, People of Crypto, and World of Women NFT. More collections will be posted on the way, including the Aokis that were recently listed earlier today. Cool Cats, Cyber Kongs, all sorts of different NFTs coming up here. Gutter Labs as well, CloneX. All those different avatars are going to be at sandbox.game/en/avatars, where you can see the collections and the current number. If a collection is being minted, you can see how many are currently minted. You can see it right now. If you want to post that link in the chat for me, Conrad, that'd be real helpful. That's sandbox.game/en/avatars, so people can check that out. That's right now.
Oh, yeah.
You can already see that. Now, the Aoki collection will be revealed soon, so they may be popping up really soon on the website there. And then, posted earlier by at VoxOdeus, VoxOdeus. The VoxOdeus Game Jam Awards ceremony is going on this Saturday on this channel. If you're interested,
It'll be a big one.
this is going to be hosted by Alex Florez and at 0xSOTIRIS, project lead at VoxOdeus. I'm going to follow them right now. I didn't know they were following me, but now I'm going to follow them back just live on the show. This is at July 30th at 6 p.m. UTC. If you're interested in joining, come hang out. There's 6,000 sand for first place and a VoxOdeus NFT, 3,500 sand, and one heirloom artifact for second. Third place gets 2,000 sand and one VoxOdeus Sandbox avatar. 4th through 10th getting 500 sand and one rare Cypherine sword and shield set for each of those positions. So lots going on there in the Sandbox verse. I'm gonna say, I don't know why I want to say verse. Verse is stuck in my brain, like metaverse, but I'm like just verse. That's it. That's all I want.
It's all over, right?
All right. W. Caleb says, I noticed there's another claim, the progress flag. Any ideas where that came from? That should have come from your People of Crypto experience if you were doing Belonging Week, I think. Pretty sure that's where that came from. A lot going on in the Sandbox Game, Conrad. But today, we're going to play some games from the community. What's the first game that's coming up here? Good sir.
Okay, so I saw this one show up on the Sandstorm Game Jam list here, and it was on page 13 to 14. Looking for Sandstorm Crazy Sandstorm Defense. Pretty
Okay.
easy name here.
I
Done by a
noticed
hacker.
we've had a ton of users over the last couple of days, submitting games for different game jams, different tests, different competitions. And the Game Genie that's currently out there, that is updated very kindly by Tom Voxel and Game Dizzy, the Genie dashboard, gets updated pretty regularly. I don't know why I just called it Game Genie. Game Dizzy Genie dashboard. 1996 or something is popping in my head, playing a little Sega here. But yeah,
sure.
there's a ton of games that have been made recently, and so it's like pushing these experiences back quite a bit. Let me see here. This is made for the Sandstorm. Is Sandstorm the start of the title?
Oh, real quick though.
Yes, sir.
You got to play Blowout.
I gotta play Blowout. GMAE Game Jam. All right, I'll do it. On this experience, you'll help the staff members organize all the merch for a big party. All right, let's go.
The regulars here will recognize this one right away.
Mm-hmm.
We're just going to do a quick preview on this one because we already went through it on Tuesday, I believe.
Did you? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, so my asset is still loading in the center. Everything else seems to have loaded. My custom asset immediately freaking out. Hey, what's up? It's Conrad. He's vibing. All right. Okay. Is this just like the idle stance for you?
It's it.
This is your idle stance. Yeah. Oh. Okay. Everybody's here. Everybody's vibing. I'm breakdancing. Panda's on the. Okay. Yep. Okay. I'm going in the hole.
Now you gotta run.
Why do you thrash when you run? Andy, I'm so excited for tonight. We'll be epic. Go and find everybody and tell them we have a meeting at the entrance sofa. Oh, okay. I'm just supposed to I'm just supposed to bring them into the sofa, and they're following.
Yeah.
Collision's on. All right.
Knock everything around.
Can I get them to sit? Will you sit? There we go. They do sit.
There you go.
Yeah, who needs this table, bro? We're thrashing right now. We're going crazy. What if I run fast? Oh, wow, that's ridiculous. I love it. Okay. All right. Okay. Pumpkin Spice Alex. Will they just dance if, like, we're just chilling? We're just... Oh, yeah. Everybody's just dancing if we're chilling. Okay. Okay. Let's go. Let's go. Ah. Okay. Okay.
This one's pretty wild. Unfortunately, there is a soft break, and then there's also a few real hard walls where the game just does not allow you to continue.
Are there more people over here? Yeah, it looks like. Wait, Touche, what are you doing? You're stuck? No.
Yeah, so that's one of the soft caps here.
Yeah, if you go too fast, they don't follow. Yeah.
Well, trying to get them down the stairs, they can break on the stairs as well.
Okay. Oh, okay. Well, I hope not. Let's go. Wait, where'd Touche go? Oh, okay. He's still over there. Okay.
Well, here's a good question from Jazz Wolf that we were just talking about a few hours ago. The free assets we could add to try out in the Game Maker are no longer in the marketplace. Will they return?
They may return based on some user feedback, but currently the assets are... Oh, I hope he comes down the stairs. Come on, Touche. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it, big boy. Let's go. Let's go, buddy. All right. He's stuck. Well, wait, you do a little front flip there. Okay, so yeah, it looks like it broke a little bit. That was why. I mean, it's funny. It's a meme. I like it. It did clearly break here. But I think that those free assets are going to at least not be available until the polygon migration happens.
Right.
Broke, says. So we want to see the assets migrated over to Polygon, but another thing to note is that the intention is
Did
that...
you break?
No, I'm just trying to think. The decision hasn't been fully made yet. The decision has not been fully made yet. That's what it is. So realistically, like originally, assets in general were always supposed to be at the artist's discretion as to whether they would be free or paid assets at all times. The assets that are created by the Sandbox game were free for design, but realistically, it's quite easy for a person to build it in VoxEdit. Assets that are similar or the same. And creating those assets now in VoxEdit is free for anyone to do. So there's not a ton of reason to have those free assets back there, if I'm thinking about it a little bit, because you can make them if you want to test them in the Game Maker, right? And then you can mint them if you want to sell them as NFTs later. So there's a lot of stuff we can do here. All right.
Right. And of course, as you can see there, the jump is pretty wild. This one, you did find one of the kind of one of the soft breaks here.
One of the glitches, yes. Get these boxes out of here. Get these sand boxes out of here.
There's a lot to take away from this game that's just good, as we highlighted it the other day. You have very small amount of space that we are repeatedly utilizing and using in different creative ways. Very good. We like this one quite a lot, though unfortunately it is not finished. So let's continue on here.
All right.
And try and find another game to play. If you guys have any suggestions, let us know.
Let's get into it.
We're going to play your game.
Not everybody can VoxEdit. Free assets are a great on-road to the Game Maker. I agree with that
true. Yeah.
To a certain extent, but I think also, like, I think right now the way that our workflow, not our workflow, our streams currently cater to people to onboard them into the Game Maker first. But it may be appropriate to add more streams that are VoxEdit focused so that we could onboard people to VoxEdit at the same pace that we're onboarding them to the Game Maker as well. And in that case, you know, more people learning those skills can then make those things for free for the people who need them if you're working as a team to be developers, right? So there's a lot of different, like, it really just comes back down to the culture that we foster as a community that makes it work or not. But currently, like I said, we have focused pretty heavily on, you know, creating these experiences here versus actually making them from the bottom up, which is making them in VoxEdit, importing them into the Game Maker, and seeing that go forward.
I like it. And of course, let's go ahead and move on to another game here, Joe. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm trying to get us into one, but I can't remember what the title was of that game.
That's all right. We're going to move on to Shakespeare's game, which is a GMAE Game Jam game that is hard to say on the fly.
Sure.
Page 7 to 8 here.
Oh, okay.
Should be pretty early. We are looking for, what do we got here? Welcome to the Sandbox.
Okay.
That's be the name of it.
I'm going to try to find it, but as I mentioned before, they kind of get... I'm going to go a little bit earlier, right? I'm going to go a little earlier because...
Yeah, shuffled around here. I'm looking for it along with you here so we can get the exact thing.
Yeah, we've had a lot of submissions recently and a lot of resubmissions for experiences as well.
Oh, yeah.
That have kind of reshuffled stuff around a bit.
Yeah, we do have some good questions, though, from chat.
Sure, absolutely.
DJ wants to know when the Steve Aoki reveal is, and I do believe that it's going to be on the 29th, so tomorrow?
Yeah, I think so. I'm pretty sure it's tomorrow. I got a DM in my Slack earlier today mentioning that it wasn't going to get pushed forward. It was going to be on time as expected. Where was that? Yeah. Anyway, on time as expected. I'm pretty sure it was set for tomorrow.
I'll find the exact time here in just a moment after we get this game figured out here. And here we go. Marco over on YouTube says, regarding Belonging Week rewards, is it true people in Discord said for some reason only half were sent out? Thought it was announced and to be sent on Wednesday.
Well, that depends on the... So Sebastian is on vacation. He is in charge of the predominant activity that happens in the Sandbox game wallet. There are others that can approve certain transactions, but they require double and triple authentication, I think, from my understanding. I don't get to send out cash or prizes from the Sandbox game, so I'm not totally sure. But that also may have had some earnings disseminated to the People of Crypto team, which may be why half of those rewards have gone out, if it is half. But I don't have full confirmation on that, quite frankly. Let's see. Oh, yeah, it looks like somebody's saying 10 hours, 36 minutes, or 10 hours, 35 minutes for the reveal of the Aokis at 2 p.m. UTC. Because, candidly, Kristen said it's only been asked roughly 3,863,432 times on Discord today.
Nice. I love it.
Pretty close. Pretty close. Okay, what was the title again? It was GMAE Game Jam something? It looks like I'm starting to see some of those. Okay, thank you.
And then Hot Chips and Source. I love that name.
There we go.
We have a Snoop Blunt to claim. Would that be moved to claim on Polygon at any point?
I believe the claims would be moved on Polygon. That would make logical sense. But I can't say that it will for sure, because that's going to be an additional, right? Like an additional thing, step to code. So you may wait even longer to be able to claim it if you waited until all the assets were already moved to Polygon first. I can say that Alex was working on more of the liquidity pool rewards recently, which is interesting. So if you didn't know, previously, way back, we used to give away rewards for people who were contributing to the liquidity pool of the Sandbox Games ETH / Sand pool. And he was working on new rewards, so I'm not sure exactly which groups would qualify for those or not at this point, but nonetheless, it was interesting. When gasless 10 transactions be available again, IT, those gasless transactions reset once a week. So you should get those 1 week after you used your first one, I believe. Or maybe it's a defined day, I can't recall. But once a week. Also, keep in mind that if you see the thing at the bottom say that a transaction failed, it may not have failed, and you may just need to be more patient. Because I've seen it come up sometimes where it said for me that it had failed, and then I just waited, and it worked fine. Like if it's on the bottom of the screen. So if you're ignoring that, or like if you're paying attention to that and you're submitting a transaction over and over and over, it may not have been the case. All right. Oh, it says, yeah. Uncle Grumpy saying the gasless transactions are temporarily down. Thank you. This is ambassadors being pros. Now, the team that does that is aware of the issue and is working on fixing it. So that is a separate external company that helps us with those gasless transactions as well. So, yes. Marco Galvano.
Yeah, just hold off for a second.
Okay.
Yeah, just be patient, guys.
Making a little speculation, Marco. I don't know about all that. Welcome to the GMAE Game Jam entry. Joseph and I were two of the first streamers for content about the Sandbox. Wow. Yes, and it has been amazing seeing how much the community and the Sandbox has grown in such a short time. That I can agree with. Definitely, Sandbox isn't even fully launched yet. In this game, we are going to have fun using some of the essential Game Maker functions and creations from the Sandbox community. Cool. Get ready. There are 4 wolves up ahead on your way to meeting our friend and colleague PandaPops. Check your inventory for any weapons and armor you may have in your inventory. You can use your combat-based NFTs in this experience. Nice. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm wearing them.
I like it.
I'm wearing them.
I like it so far.
Let's go. Okay, I'm walking forward.
There's 4 wolves. You got to be careful.
Oh. Wait, but this isn't a default template. Wait, can I not hurt them? Uh-oh. Okay. I'm gonna check. Come here, wolf.
You power attack it?
Nope. You cannot. But I will note the tip that says survive the forest. Ah! Oh, I can get up here. Okay. It is misspelled the second time when it says survive the forest. So have a look at that. Make sure.
You just glad it didn't say first.
First. Wow. You did it. Talk to PandaPops. Hi there. I'm PandaPop. PandaPops. I do the official Sandbox VoxEdit streams on Mondays. Be sure to tune in. My friend and colleague Julia would love your help with something. I'll open the gate to the city. I have cool sandbox powers like that. That's pretty cool. Is this the gate? What's up, Julia J. Julia? Hello, our town is being trolled by barbarian fudders. Would you mind distracting them or banning them for me? Just give me a minute for me to turn on mod view so I can get them all at once. Here's my hammer to help if you want to try it out. I would like to use the band hammer.
I like the band hammer a lot. Candidly, Kristen is touching on this one a little bit here. But Michael Mo 1271 over on Twitch wants to know if there is any way to do first person, or if all these games are only in third person.
You can do first person, and you can set that as the native viewpoint in the Game Maker right now. If you do, it is advisable that, in my opinion, you create a custom character that you would use as your primary character, just like old school FPSs would, where you remove the head of the character. If you don't know, that is what all first-person shooters do for the first-person, and then everybody else sees something else. Old school games used to have an issue where if they had a mirror when they first came out, if there was ever a mirror, you would always see the no head and just the arms or whatever. Also, typically, those weapons that are made for those characters are weapons that are designed to be like this. I don't know. Here, let me do it to the camera. Like this, so that like when you shoot them, they actually happen. But like perspective to the head itself, the hands are like up here, or like if they're fighting, like their fists are up here. It doesn't really make a lot of sense, but it allows you to see them instead of, because you are in first person and you want it to feel like you are the character.
Right.
All right. Vaybit asking another question here that's really good. Says, is there a height limit in the Game Maker, like 200 blocks or so? Vaybit, the vertical height answered by littlelegion.org is 128 blocks. Multiply that by 32 voxels per block, or little three-dimensional pixels. But you can see the size of a block here is about 1 meter tall. So that means your vertical space is 128 meters from the very, very floor to the very, very ceiling. Quite tall. My character's head is going to be a camera, not Jackie Chan says on YouTube. Smart. Do it. Ban hammer. All right, I noticed these say Axeman, Barbarian. She said Barbarian before, didn't she? Yeah. They were being Barbarians. Very good. Okay, I just want to make sure that it feels like we just gave him the old ban hammer. That was pretty efficient.
And
Did I not
Curator
get all of
here has
the baddies?
It looks like we might have broken it, but Shallon Curator over here on Twitch has 2 good questions. They want to know about the prizes being sent out. We did touch on this a little bit at the beginning for Belonging Week, and they want to know about only half of them being sent out as well.
Mm-hmm.
And then to double up on that one, here we go. Any news from marketing? Will they be able to allocate alpha passes for our stream? So
I like that second one. Okay, so the first one we answered just a little bit ago, as Conrad mentioned, but that's the Seb is currently on vacation, and usually companies ought to have double and triple authentication on their transactions going out, rather than just one person being in total control. But that also means that when one person goes out on a break, sometimes these rewards can get delayed. It may be the case that some of those rewards were given to the team at People of Crypto, separate team, not the Sandbox game. And those people would have distributed those rewards possibly at that point. But the second question there, any news from marketing? Will they allocate alpha passes for streams or not? We got a confirmed 50 passes that we can give away on this live stream for Alpha Season 3, starting from the very first day of Alpha Season 3. Now, PandaPops being sneaky, all right? PandaPops is trying to get all the special rewards for you guys from these shows. PandaPops said, that's not enough. I want like 80. PandaPops wants to have one for every day. We'll see what happens. If not, then we're still going to do one for every stream until we run out. Nonetheless, I want to make sure there's one on her show. I want to make sure there's some on Alex's shows and all of these shows until those 50 are gone. Those 50 are part of the 10,000 total passes that will be given out in Alpha Season 3. So, Jambrucci, the information that we have available for you right now about Season 3 is available on our Medium.com article or on the video on Twitter that we published about a week or so ago. Jambrucci, you'll want to check it out. That Alpha Season 3 trailer. One thing to note is that the numbers that you see in there are not final. The concepts that you see in there are. So I can confirm that the numbers are different from everything I've seen on the back end, but I can't tell you what they are right now. But I can also say that we're kind of hammering out ideas. Hammering out ideas.
Hammering ideas?
Yeah. I'm here to help heal. Oh, hey, what's up? Not too good. Good thing I didn't take damage, Wizzy. Good thing I didn't take damage. Video games, you know. Now, we're hammering out ideas for the 24-hour live stream that will wrap up Alpha Season 3. And I gotta say, we're gonna have a lot of fun. We're gonna have a lot of fun, chat. You guys better get your skills sharpened. I don't know if you noticed the high scores list from the Alpha Season 3. We're gonna specifically be focusing on PandaPops versus Alex Florez versus me, maybe Conrad if you want to, versus you, all at the same time, simulcast, speedrun of as many quests as we possibly can over that 24-hour period.
Still not a competition.
We're gonna push the limits of the high scores list to see how far we can go.
You look no further. Like, what are you even talking about?
I agree. The winner's already on the screen, Conrad.
Thank you. I'll take it forwarded.
The winner's already on the screen, for sure. Yep.
Ridiculous. Okay, what do you got from Andy Ritchie here?
Yes, thank you. Touche and I are on a bit of a quest, too. Can you help us? We're collecting mushrooms. Surprise, huh? They're part of Boop Goop in a way. Follow us on social media and catch our streams to find out more. You can also get some Boop Goop assets in the marketplace. But for now, let's gather some mushrooms. All right, where do we have to go for this? Are they in the flowers? Just checking. Just checking, chat. If this is your first time creating inside the Sandbox Game Maker, you'll know that Joe's a stickler about this kind of thing. And this is checking all the boxes. They did well here. Typically, when you're designing in the Game Maker, you want to make sure that when you put little tiny things like flowers or small, what would normally be fragile bushes, if a thing isn't dense enough or strong enough to hold a person, it shouldn't hold you or hold you back. You should be able to walk through them like this flower field can be. They did a good job with that. Well
and Ekion Art has a good question.
All right,
what you got? Will the Alpha 3 passes still be on the ETH network?
Yes, they will be.
Okay.
For now, the assets will not have been moved over to ETH. It's not estimated that they'll be moved over to ETH by the end of Alpha Season 3. All right, we're getting some mushrooms here. We got a little puzzle.
Right, and Shaolin Curator wants to know if the Alpha Passes will be for just the audience on Twitch or for YouTube. They're the same, and I can answer that one pretty easy. It's going to be for everyone. So we stream to just about every platform you can think of, and everybody will have equal chance because we got a confirmed 50.
Oh, I want to say something nice about this experience right here. I don't know if you noticed this, Conrad, but there were actually 5 red cap mushrooms, but the quest was set for 4. This is an advisable thing to do. You usually want to have 10% more assets in a collection quest that exists in the world than you do need, just in case somebody misses one in a relatively simple way. You can still make them hard to find, but fetch quests like that, where you need to find a certain number of assets, should always have 10% more of them. Sometimes 20% more, depending on how many there are in your space to pick up those. And that's a rule of thumb that we use for things like Voxelite. In the primary experiences that you guys play, you'll always notice that there is a good, you're trying to find 30, but there's 35 on the map or 40 on the map.
Right. We're definitely streaming too soon, Papaduke.
Candidly, Kristen says, no, it's not. If it wasn't for those 5 mushrooms last season, we would have had 10 times the 100% completion, people. But that's true. It's true. But it's like I said, that you can hide them really well if you want it to be a hard, high-level challenge. But if you want it to be a simple challenge like a normal collection quest usually is, you don't want somebody to get frustrated with the idea that, like, they can't find the last remaining, I don't know, strawberry on your map because it's hidden behind a door or something, and they've been running around in circles on your whole map for 30 minutes. You know what I mean? You want to make sure that it's a good challenge, but also that the challenge is accessible. Otherwise, people might get frustrated with you as a developer and never play your games again. That can be a big problem.
Right.
All right, thanks for the help. Metaverse mushrooms are the best. Continues Boop Goof Gaze. Whoa, hold up. Did you guys eat those, bro? Definitely. Got to catch your streams. How are you today? I feel good. Wow. Touche is now a wizard. Not financial advice.
Suspended.
Not financial advice. No,
right.
Whoop. Okay, I jumped down.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like kind of just taking a leap of faith because I don't really know where to go. I feel like down is correct. Just gonna.
It seems to be leading us this way.
Okay.
And Marco has another question here. If
Jump in
there
the
are
water.
10 weeks for season 3 out of the 10K passes, how many will be for the weekly Twitter contest?
Typically, about half of the passes, at least. And when I say typically, I mean the one time we did this. Alpha Season 2 had about half of the passes that were given out in Twitter contests, and the other half of the passes were given out in the raffle / other things like this live stream. So it wasn't as long. We gave away about 25 or 30 passes, something like that. Now, I think it was 25 on live streams in the last season. So that came out of the raffle half, right? And then like some partner streamers, if you didn't know, last season got access to distribute a few passes for the other regions like Japan, Korea, stuff like that. So yeah, that comes out of the raffle side, but the contest generally last time was 5,000. That doesn't mean that that's true this time, however. It really depends on essentially what the feedback came back with from season 2 when you guys filled out that feedback form. Zach Wild says, did I join too late to get a pass? We will start giving out the passes during Alpha Season 3 on this live stream.
Hasn't happened yet.
That's right.
And
in the meantime,
Shelling Curator over on Twitch has another question about an asset for speed. The question is, will they help me in the season in the fight for top 1 on the leaderboard or not?
Currently, speed assets don't affect the user. Speed assets affect the asset itself, which means like if you were to put a platform down in the world or you put down a character in the world and it has one of those functions, is you can adjust the speed level min to max, whatever you like in the game maker.
So for now, everybody is default speed.
That's correct.
No equipment can affect your experience itself, so everybody's on the equal playing field.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the one thing that could affect your experience, sort of, is if it is a combat-based quest that is timed. And not all quests may be timed. I don't know if this is still true, but when I was looking at this a couple of days ago, it appeared like only some of the experiences would have timed quests. But then when we looked at it today, it seemed like all of them do. But we'll see what happens in the end, because those things do require development, special development, in order to be valid. So like this quest, if this was in the experience, all this time I'm spending talking to you, wouldn't be, good. But if I wanted to focus on narrative, then I would want to disclude this quest from the high scores list in theory, because I want to actually read it instead of just spamming E and continuing through. All right. It says, hey, I'm Cody, and this is Lozen. We are the founders of Tempest Studios. We make award-winning movies, games, and even recently released a new comic with our monochrome universe. Within our monochrome universe, I would say here. New comic within our monochrome universe. We have an idea for a shot using our gizmos. Shoot? Shirt? What are you trying to get at right there? I feel like shot seems weird. Oh, pretty cool. Okay.
For our shoot. I think it was for our shoot.
Yeah. Is it for a movie, right?
For a movie, right?
Purple
Right.
gizmo. Oh, okay, bro. You just gonna beat me up, bro?
Oh,
Well,
okay.
this guy will just
Okay.
beat me up anyway. Defeat all the enemies. Oh, there are multiple waves now. Oh, but the gizmos are defeating the enemies. I'm
Oh,
just...
oh, they're making a movie. We're helping them with a movie at the moment, and that's the
Yeah.
director.
Oh, the director beat me up because I hit the gizmo. That's what happened.
Right.
He got aggro against me, bro.
Okay, here we go. We got some more questions here,
Okay.
both from Twitch and YouTube here. Candidly, Kristen wants to know, so if I bought an Amaterasu, can I just fly through the map and finish everything super fast?
Nope.
Answer that is nope. The power defense on equipment definitely work. I've tested it with swords and have gotten 6 less hits with one sword versus another, says Big Papa Duke. And
That
that
is
is
true.
true. It's very true. And I am nobody over on YouTube says, do you think it's a good idea to have pay to win equipment in the sandbox in the future? I am of the opinion of it is a good idea because users will want to be able to dominate certain experiences and do better than others that don't have said equipment. And the only way that you could do that is if your devs have turned on the ability for you to use that equipment. So if
Right.
you
So
popped
that's, yeah.
into this game here, if it was turned off and the dev only wanted you to use the banhammer as Joseph's using right now instead of the
Mhm.
alpha sword, then they could make that happen.
That's a
So
really good point. Yeah, because all of these experiences that are inside the sandbox game, it's not a question of like what NFTs you have or anything like that. I am nobody. In reality, it's a question of what does the developer want? And there are 166,464 lands in the sandbox game. The biggest possible game you can make is in a 4x4, which is like 16 of those lands, right?
right,
So that means that there must be thousands and thousands of experiences that are built in the sandbox game, built by hundreds, thousands, tens of thousands of developers, depending on, how big this ecosystem gets. We already have 2.5 million registered people here that can enjoy these experiences. So they'll be able to find a game that meets their liking, right? You can also find games or experiences that don't use your character at all. You could make it so that I'm a tank and not a player, which makes all of my NFTs invalidated, right? Whatever the dev wants to do, the dev can do. They could make the next Call of Duty inside this game maker if they like. And when they finish it, the only thing that's going to be there is a custom character that can't wear equipment, something like that, right? And where's the equipment that they designed? So there's so much like diversity that can be built into that. And at the end of the day, if a developer wants to have let's say a speedrun competition where a person can pay, like you say like pay to win, right? But in reality, it's a developer could avoid that by putting in items and assets in the experience that are stronger than or as strong as the strongest stuff. And then nobody will want to use their stuff. Or a developer could say the rules of this contest must be you can't use items, right? And so then
right.
a person wouldn't equip anything. There also have been really good speedrun competitions where it seems like putting on equipment would make it faster, but the time you spent opening your inventory and clicking all the things actually took longer than just doing it with the stuff that's in the experience. So a lot of variety in there, and it ends up not being such a simple question. Okay, so V is hanging out in the cave, and it looks like, oh, Wizzy's back. What's up, Santa Wizzy? Thank you for healing me. I appreciate it.
Just doing more healing. Don't mind me.
Don't mind me. I'm just doing more healing. That evolved very quickly. Okay.
You got a lot older than I was expecting.
Yes, I got a lot older. Well, I mean, he's probably immortal or something. Hi, I'm Vpire, hanging out with Panda. I hang out with Panda on stream, and I'm also a contest-winning content creator. A little tongue twister right there. My friend Karatras here found something neat, but we need your help. How can I help? That mushroom over there came from an ancient meteor. Wow. Extraterrestrial life. There it is. I would love to study it, but Cthulhu is blocking it. Wow. Legendary. Can you grab it for us and come back here? So I just have to grab the astro mushroom and come back. Got it. Yeah, it's super easy. Don't even worry about it. Cthulhu, not an issue. Is this water? Oh boy, it is water. It was ice over there. but not over here. Okay.
Huh.
That's okay. I'm jumping over here. I just gotta go beat Cthulhu. That's it. It's easy.
It's fine.
No big deal.
Easy. Real easy.
He's actually not even pursuing me. We're fine. We're chilling.
Doesn't actually care.
He actually doesn't
like,
care. Thanks for the help.
Cthulhu.
Yeah, he's like, hey,
Nice to meet you.
I got tentacles for a face. Thanks
That's
for the help.
Best you come up with, Joe.
I know.
That's the best you come
That
up
was
with.
it. That was it.
Like,
That was my Cthulhu.
you have Cthulhu as your subject.
He's
and
not
you're
like, he's not like, no.
face.
Yeah. Yeah, he's not epic. Like, you look at him, you think, like, maybe he's got a deep voice, but really he was like, hey, I got tentacles for a face, okay? That's what I do. That's all I do. That's it. That's all I do. Where do I go? Go through the new opening and find the elusive Lucas.
I do want to say, I like how they've done this NFT. It's like a cave backdrop. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, this here? Yeah. For sure. I like it, but also the placement, like, because it's only the one, it's kind of like, also they kind of covered it. I don't know. Like, I felt like it was going to be important, and now it's not, if that makes sense.
I like the idea that it's been covered. Oh.
I'm looking for secret. I'm trying to figure out where they said.
Trying to find a secret. I thought it was good, but there's definitely no reason to cover it up. Yeah.
Yeah, like it got covered. It wasn't.
Make it, and if you ever do a backdrop like this, don't make it accessible. Have it far enough away from the player to where they can't walk up to your painting and get that Truman effect where you get taken out of the illusion, right? You don't ever want your Truman to be able to hop on the boat and go to the edge of the world.
Okay, I don't know where I'm going, but I did figure out a way to get stuck, apparently.
So it seems like we've just got some lost direction here. We found a pitfall.
No visual indicators, and now I figured out a way to get stuck.
We found a pitfall.
Meaning that if this was in the metaverse, I could type /respawn and get out, but I can't. So I'm stuck forever.
Right. So let's go on to another game here.
That's a beautiful question.
We're gonna get right to that, but first we gotta get this extra game here.
Okay.
All right. Remember, everything's gonna be about 8 to 10 pages forward from where it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Now let's go ahead. Joseph, pick a number between 1 and 37, good friend.
2.
Number 2, he said.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Combo number 2.
That's right.
Okay, so we're going to play Metaris Castle, page 31, 32.
Uh-huh. I have like a single mustache hair that wants to like point up, and it's really just getting me. It's just like, bro, I'm gonna destroy your life throughout this entire stream.
I have no idea what that's like.
Yep. It's rough. It's rough is what it is. Metaris Castle. This is GMAE stream thing.
Right.
Okay. Trying to find it. Feel like I'm gonna get okay.
Michael Mo wants to know, do higher stats on an asset make it more valuable?
The value is up to you, friend. Like, what do you want? Do you want it to look pretty? Do you want it to hit hard? Do you want it to have a bunch of gems and catalysts? Do you not want it to be a weapon at all? You want a car? Like, it's totally up to you what makes an asset valuable. A lot of users happen to like the Wizzy collection that we give away for free here on this show, right? They end up being some of the most valuable assets in the metaverse, period. Where does that come from? Purely because people in this community love this community. You know what I mean? That's it. We've never sold one. I mean, we have sold some assets that are Wizzy, I guess, but like the stuff that we give away, the hats and stuff that we give away on this show, those still have intrinsic value just because people like them. They think they look good. So, is this it? Metaris Castle?
I do believe that is it.
Okay.
This one was not requested. It was just one that I happened to find.
All right, I like it.
We got another question here from Zach Wild.
Okay.
Will there be more attacks in Alpha Season 3? Like variations and swings would be super nice.
I
Dude,
can say
you're
that the
dancing
developers are working on attacks.
He's literally dancing around the question.
I can say that the developers are working on attacks of some kind, some changes to attacks that I really appreciate. I saw them. I was hype
Okay.
about it. All right, interact. Hey, man, are you here for the party? Perry, are you here for the parry? Pivot, parry. I got you. All right. If you want to make sure you take a look, users. If this is your first time watching this live stream, we do check for simple things like this, purely for your benefit, not as a criticism, but because, not everybody is a first English language speaking person, including apparently myself just now. That's all good. You want to make sure that when you do create your narrative, try to put that narrative that you are creating into Word first. Microsoft Word or Google Docs or something like that will underline when you make simple mistakes like these, and just accept the suggestions if English is not your first language. It's all good. It's just the most ubiquitous that you can use. Another great thing that we've seen previously is that users may start the experience with English language or other languages as well happening. Created by AlloDev, we saw an experience quite a while ago now that had English, French, German, and Spanish all as language options when you first started up, and it replaced all the assets with that respective language.
Okay, but do we have 15 sand to get in? Gesundheit.
I sneezed. You heard it, they didn't. So, how about that? Or did you not hear it? You just saw me do it. All right. I'm going to answer this question by Shaolin Creator. Is it queued up, or can I answer this one?
It's queued up.
Okay. All right. You really not have any sand? You can win the ticket. All right. The question comes in and says, how many streams are scheduled for the season? And will there be a schedule? Wouldn't want to miss the opportunity to win. If, like this morning, it would be wonderful. Shaolin Curator. I said creator. It's curator. There will be streams. There will be all at the regularly scheduled time. The GMAE show came up because we were streaming for the alpha. We started streaming for the alpha, and you guys liked this time. So we started streaming at this time regularly 5 days a week, separate from the normal streams that were already happening. Difference being, the GMAE show will, as of Alpha Season 3 start, permanently change to Monday through Friday, our time. So,
okay.
3 a.m. UTC from Tuesday to Saturday. 3 a.m. UTC, Tuesday to Saturday. That'll be the time block. We'll do it that way all the time instead of having this mixed space, and we'll have the 2 days off together for Conrad and myself for the foreseeable future. Maybe we can do some more personal streams at that point, because we may feel a little more refreshed. I feel like that's true. I don't know about Conrad, but I want to make that permanent change because in the alpha seasons, all the new experiences come out on weekdays only, and we're already going to be doing that for 10 straight weeks. So during the season, we've got 10 times 8 streams a week, 80 streams that will happen. We're trying to get 80 passes to match that, but we'll see what happens. Currently, 50 passes that we can give away. Woo!
I'm into it.
Right.
I just like being here, honestly.
You really not have any sand? You can win the ticket if you complete all the challenges, but be careful. You have only 10 lives. If you lose all the lives, you will fail and start over. Let me in. Oh, the door was...
I really love those doors.
The door was closed. Ah!
Whoa!
When I pushed the close button... Okay, so this looks like it must have been a custom-made asset for a door. And it wasn't animated in the closed position. Because when I push the open button, they do this nice animation. They're open, I can walk through it. But when I push close, I'm standing on the closed door that is not actually closed. So it has the door function, but not the door animation.
So how would we get around that, Joe?
You would rebuild the animation structure of your door to have a position closed, an animation opening, and then a position idle open, so that you could have all three functions.
Just definitely being careful on that one.
Yeah. Adventure PandaPops. Hi, for this test, you will have to overcome these glass plates. If you jump on some may break. Be careful, for if you fall into the water, you will lose 1 life. I'll be careful. There's literally no way to tell which one is what. And this is just a Squid Game situation.
It is.
Ah!
We almost made it fully across.
Ah! I got too cocky, kid.
Are you kidding me right now, Joseph?
You ever just parkour, guys? Chat.
You're ridiculous.
Okay, I
was
just
that?
checkpointed. Aloof flows in Fukum. You have to cross the path jumping on the platforms. Be careful, some are fake. Hey, we're doing it again. Well, that's...
Okay, but where's the tell?
There's no tell. That's my secret, Captain. I just screw you over. Literally no idea.
So then we have a memory game at this point.
Yep, I got lucky. You did well coming this far. You got lucky coming this far. Don't stop. Meet the boys at the end of the bridge. I assume don't get touched by the thing.
Okay, this is fine.
Mm-hmm. What up? All right, Pumpkin Spice Alex. It'll be harder now. If you want to win the ticket, you will have to get over the parkour challenge. Talk to Andy, who will explain it better. You have to watch out. You have to watch out for red blocks. Touching them will cost you 1 life. Or you have to watch out for a red block. Touching it will cost you 1 life, depending on the situation. There appears to be more than 1 red block. So, touching them will cost you 1 life. This just says parkour. You gotta get that parkour.
Hardcore.
You're halfway to the party. There will be many doors before you, but the right path is only one. But there is only 1 right path.
There we go. I was like, that sounded wrong.
Oh, the door opened. Oh, this door also opened. This is, oh.
What is that? Are
They're
there wild
me.
clowns?
I don't know, but I just whoosh. I didn't want to get touched. I assumed it was 1 shot, 1 kill. Hey, man. Man, M-A-N. Now it's different. There are multiple paths, but not all rooms are safe. Good luck. All right. Well.
Nice.
Wait. That's illegal.
I don't trust it.
DTA, dude.
Oh, fake floor.
Doors. Floors. Those are fake. The red blocks are bad. That's a fake floor.
Wait, are red blocks bad still?
Apparently not. Or I'm just good at jumping. I don't want to go in there.
Nope.
I don't want to go in there either. No!
And dead.
And all the doors closed. Okay. Oh, the red blocks aren't bad. Oh my goodness. Okay. Yeah. What's up, Conrad? The door to the last challenge is at the end of the hall, so be careful not to get hit. All right. Oh. Okay. Gamer. There we go. Pro gamer moves.
A question here from Vaccinated over on YouTube.
All right.
Is Warbox Sandbox by Manta Games related to the
Nope.
Sandbox game?
It is not.
It is not. You're not.
This is the last challenge to win the ticket. 5 the 5 colored objects and bring them to their respective rooms. This is a maze. The room.
Another maze.
Another one.
So it's a well done maze at that. They should lock the camera, as I always suggest, but the primary goal of this whole experience wasn't just to have the maze. That's understandable.
So the one thing that I'm going to comment on for the maze is that I don't love the fact that something is pushing my camera down occasionally. Or like, I don't know. You see how it's kind of pulling in like that? You're going to want the top.
Yeah, that's just whenever you get too close to a wall, so your camera is being interrupted. Right. Because there's collision on each one of these here.
That's right. So you'll want to have it so that a person doesn't have collision with the tops of the walls specifically, and then that won't happen in the future.
Right. Or at least won't happen as much.
So
and P49, P1, oh my goodness, I can't talk. My dyslexia today. P419X says, if I'm interested in being a Sandbox ambassador, how is it possible to get in on the team?
The best way that a person could do that, ambassadors are in the chat, can verify this, is essentially just show that you care about the community. Once you have done that for some amount of time, then you get recognized by staff and added in as an ambassador. So some people, it takes a little bit longer than others. And if I do say so myself, unjustly so, I think some people could get there sooner. Hashtag make Conrad ambassador. But nonetheless, you know, you've got standouts usually in the Discord and Telegram communities become ambassadors faster because there is a large amount of people who need help in there. Have I done all the things? Did I do it?
I think you did it.
I feel like I did, but I don't know where I'm going next. Is it over here?
And candidly,
you were amazing.
To pull up the marketplace, and Tom Glasses built a hero robot that we should check out at some point.
Let me see.
Ikion, that would be taking Joe's job.
What would you do?
Head ambassador.
Kind of head ambassador. How about that? How about that? You want it? You want it, dog? You got it. Easy. No, I'm kidding. He does want it.
I was gonna say, I'm like,
but I'm actually contracted for it. I'm sorry. What was it called?
Take him out
again.
Hero Robot.
The Hero Robot.
It's Hero Robots. Drive away.
The Hero Robot.
Not roll out.
This is Sandstorm. Oh, okay. Wow, that's a nice car. That totally, definitely doesn't adjust its formation. Oh, wait.
It's a hero robot, right.
It's a hero robot. It appears to be a car disguised as a robot that gets hit.
Not Jackie Chan also wants us to check out Dr. Monkey Mecha and Skull Amigo.
Oh, yeah, it's running.
All the assets on the front page right now are amazing.
You know what this reminds me of? All right, hear me out. Hear me out. There was this old, no, I'm kidding. This old toy, right? You used to be able to take them and they would turn into cars from robots. It's crazy.
They were change formers.
It's interesting that the way that it changed forms.
Robot. Yeah, GoBots.
Up to this position. When it changed forms up to this position, it spins around like 1 billion times, but doesn't have to do that when it changed forms down. Can we fix that? Because I remember these toys only went one way. I didn't get to do spin. I didn't have it spinning I don't want to say top. That's lame. What was the other thing that was definitely not tops? They would battle. You remember they had a little ripcord? What were those called?
Are you serious? Let it rip! The Beyblade?
Beyblade, yeah! This thing is spinning like a Beyblade when it unfurls up here. Look at this guy. Look at him. He's breakdancing just to turn up.
I like it.
It's cool. I like it.
Get out of here. Get out of here. I like it.
It looks nice. It is good. It's very good. I'm just thinking about it like I want to. I'm not a hater.
He's such a hater, guys.
I'm just so like when I saw it change form down into a car, I thought to myself, wow, this looks a lot like the change former that I bought in like the 90s that actually did that exact thing and looked identical to this. And then when I thought about like the process that I do to like turn it up and take it down. And there was always like just a reverse of that process. I kind of like the idea of making it a reverse of that process and much less like that change formers movie. But let's see if can I chat with everybody? I cannot. Yeah, you remember that Formers movie? Remember that?
Right. Did we just get a completion here?
I feel like I
We showed up
won,
to the party.
but everybody's vibing. We're hanging out. I can't talk to anybody. Panda's hype. Panda feels like she should be the U1 person. I'm breakdancing. The clowns that murdered me are happy about me reaching this point, so that's nice. They're like, "Oh, you survived our torture." Yes, good for you.
They're just
Good
doing
job.
their job.
So is it over? Pretzel
hate the
one
player.
sand. That's a good deal for a pretzel right now, dude. That's crazy.
Pretty good.
Literally, I can't talk to anybody, and so that's probably the thing that I would fix about this. Is the last thing is like have somebody you could chat to finally like reach the conclusion like you did it, you're great. Maybe it's Julia. Nope, can't talk to Julia either. Yeah, so that would be it. Otherwise, I thought it was a fine experience. I didn't love the fact that there's no indicators for the like Squid Game portion at the beginning. I feel like you could have lost all your lives just like trying to jump on all these different things. But pretty good, pretty good. Now Jackie Chan saying the opposite of what I said. Might even spin around a few more times when I change formed. For sure. Good afternoon, Meta Boy. How you doing? See you in the chat.
We got a question from Hot Chips and Source here. Will we be able to hold stuff in inventory and then hold in hand, then drop in world? So we could say drop something with collision so we can then stand on it and get out of those situations.
That is something that we're considering with this quest item section, possibly, but not the regular equipment, as that would be probably very exploitable to have an equipment NFT that you could like drop and have it being avatar or whatnot. Yeah.
Right. Just anything with collision to be able to.
Yeah.
Right. Certain things in game.
Right now, a developer could design it in such a way where those collision objects are there already. So it shouldn't probably be something that you pull out of your inventory, because then you're going to end up breaking a lot of experiences that developers want to be a particular way. But like Alex showed a couple of weekends ago on a Saturday, a box that was required for jumping over and onto a bridge that had been slightly raised. And that box, once it had been removed or had been destroyed, would respawn. And I saw a user made that experience work in a Smurfs Game Jam game that I was playing earlier today. And same idea, where you can, at the developer's discretion, already make that happen with assets. So I'm not sure if that's going to come to inventory or not, but it may continue to be in the games, going actually from the key items out back into the world. That's something that we're working on.
Okay, yeah. And if you want to queue us up for another game here, we can move along. We have a question from Sparky Snickle. Could there be ambassador cells too, with multiple heads by chance?
Possibly.
They're called cells.
If we needed quite a few more, I think so. That doesn't seem unreasonable. Usually, if people are DMing me particular questions, I'll answer them quickly, as quickly as I can. For some questions that are beyond the scope of, like, literally sometimes people ask me questions that no one has considered at all. And so I'm like, hey, who's in charge of this? And everybody's like, nobody, dog. Yeah. But sometimes when that happens, then it sparks the conversation, and that takes it to a new level. So for now, if you need something, come to me. If I'm not doing it good enough, then let me know. Let me know that I suck if that happens, because that's important. And we might be able to expand and add some more department heads of ambassadors. That really is important, though. Now,
Dr. Bees.
There was a question asked
moving
by
on here.
Dexter I3. Can we do that one?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Dexter I3 asked, at the Sandbox game, can I change my wallet address on my profile in the Sandbox website? Dexter I3, not at this time, but we will be working on, and I saw this in our Slack channel today, we will be working on allowing more than one wallet address on your profile, but not currently. So right now, your wallet address is your account. You can change your email, you can change your password to anything, but you can't change the wallet address right now. But we do intend to fix that. It may take quite a while because that conversation had just more recently come up where people have been talking about it since the implementation of KYC is coming soon. We want to have the option for you to also be able to change that address. Shall we? Yep. All right.
Sorry,
what game do we got?
At something Dr. Metaverso had put in a chat. But Imamal over here wants to know, hey guys, Vesmir here. Would like to know how will the leaderboard points get counted? From the best try or the first try, or how many do we get there? And do we have any extra details on that leaderboard?
Okay, so what I'm going to do is, given the timeline, we have about 15 minutes left on the show, and some good questions are coming in, so I'm going to switch us out of the game and over into our heads-up display.
Get it to the big screen here.
Let's get some questions answered here, because these are great questions. So the leaderboard for time is going to operate it two ways. One is in what you call ethos points, EP, right? These ethos points are representative of or in the previous season, and this may not be the case this season, but currently in the previous season, you would get 1 experience per quest you complete. We assume that the very top of the high scores list is going to have everybody's completed all the quests, right? You guys had a lot of fun. You really got into it. Then beyond that, there's also a speed time, and that's what you asked about, right? That speed time is just recorded every time you complete the quests. So if you
got a better time, it would override your
exactly. And
best.
It's going to grind it out, right? I assume you're going to be like me, and that's actually the show we're going to have for you as our 24-hour live stream comes through. Alex, Conrad, Panda, myself, we will probably have done all of the experiences in the duration of the alpha. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. We also have lots of work to do. We have lots of work to do.
Multiple times, though.
We'll see. Then, because I'm not going to guarantee it for myself. Let me put it that way. Because then we got QA for the next one. You know what I mean? We got a lot of stuff to get done. Want to make sure that it's good for you. But during the alpha, we will also then have the 24-hour live stream where we are racing against the clock against each other and the community, trying to push our names up the high scores list. And hopefully you guys can have a lot of fun with us at the same time, pushing your names up the high scores list and refining that time down. One thing to note that I would say, from my understanding right now, you probably want to take a note of the times that you do bad at completing quests, if that makes sense. Like the ones that you don't do so well in will probably be the ones you're going to want to like literally write it down somewhere. Because if you did bad, then that's going to be the one you could help shave the most time off of.
If you want to get super competitive with it. Right.
So that's just, just my idea. Uncle Grumpy 17 says better stock up on the coffee. You know what? We're going to be, at least I am, for the 24-hour show. I'm going to die probably a little inside because it's not very far away from the other 24-hour live stream that I like to do for charity every year. So We'll see what's good.
We're both going to be suffering there for a moment.
Suffering from success. Sparky Snickle says, I'm going to need a date on that so I can plan in advance. The 24-hour live stream will be the last day of the alpha.
Right. So we don't know.
Yeah.
We don't know yet.
We'll see.
But we do have more questions here. I Am Nobody says, imagine I am an amazing voxel artist, and I want to make a collection of avatars. Who do I speak to at the Sandbox, since one has to work with you guys to make a usable avatar collection?
So currently, avatar collections have been limited to partners, but you can reach out at contact@sandbox.game, as we are moving beyond the stage right now from, testing partners, essentially, to a wider partnership. So we went from one collection at the season 2 with Snoopverse, we had the doggies, and now we've got a good 8 or 9 or something like that are either in development or have already started to be released. Some of those are rewards for collections like the World of Women and the Cool Cats, things like that. Others are assets that are wholly new, like the Aoki that just came out. So yeah.
Right. Darling Marie says, "Let me donate." I see you, Darling Marie.
You know what?
We'll
if you join us, Darling Marie, I will. Yes, Conrad, myself, we're both going to probably be streaming that day. I don't know. I don't want to like voluntold Conrad to do it or anything like that. So no pressure. All right.
You can't stop
Either way, whatever. Yeah, we're gonna play some video games for kids. That's November something. The daylight savings day in America is the day that it always goes on. So we end up streaming for 25 hours, and it's wild, and we basically pass out at the keyboard. But you guys help keep us motivated for that show. Yes,
Last year I did.
You did. You did. You're right.
I took a nap on the keyboard.
Yeah. We'll play all sorts of things. Anyway.
We do a lot. We really do. But otherwise, back to some sandbox-oriented questions. Shalin Curator wants to know, do I have to be a verified account, so KYC, in order to participate in Alpha Pass drawings for the stream?
Yes, you will. Because
so you won't have to. So if I were to KYC, as soon as I have knowledge, would I then be good for the future, or do I have to KYC before I'm just allowed to claim it? Period.
So yeah, the KYC has to be done before you can claim on that pass, because you won't be eligible to earn. So that'll be part of the process. But if you like if you enter in the first week or something, the only thing that's going to end up happening, if I was to guess, is there will probably be like 2 or 3 people who are like, well, I don't really want to do that, right? And they're going to get upset about it or whatnot, and they will be ineligible. And so maybe on the last day, there may be a surprise from me or you, Conrad, or Panda, or whoever's streaming at that time. That'll be like, surprise, we have 4 to give away instead of, whatever. But we'll figure that out when we get there. Julio Mejia says, the play tab on the Sandbox site removed? It isn't removed permanently.
Right. And to go along with that, Josh says, I get a connection error trying the alpha. Why is that? And is there public access to the alpha right now?
Yeah, so the play tab is removed because Alpha Season 3 content is being widely tested in the staff at this time. So there are multiple tiers to testing when you want to test content like this. So in order to make it ready for you, there will be a time like this where it is not available in the client because your client is outdated at this point. There will be an update to the client in the near future and an update to the Game Maker. Both of those will get released at the same time, and that will prep people for access to the alpha. But at that point, once the client goes public, we will have removed the experiences from the metaverse in the alpha test area, which means that the client won't work until the timer hits 0 and those things go live, right? So this is kind of a standard process because we want to make sure that the experiences work and they work well, right? Or like as well as possible, right? Some of the experiences may be community built experiences like yours. We've got experiences from game jams that are in the alpha. We've got all sorts of stuff. So those are going to have varying qualities, but to the extent that we can, we want to make sure it's as good as possible. Server side, all of it, right? To meet the new demand of the new users that have signed up, the new users that will sign up, all that sort of stuff. So it's all good. Just know that that'll come back.
For real. It can be very, very confusing at times, Joshua, but don't worry. That's why we do exactly these types of streams to try and help you guys out with any questions you have, like Skyhand110 over here on YouTube. I know we won't be able to make custom avatars. However, will we be able to make equipable clothing for our avatar creations, not just for game jam experiences, but for overall use? And I want to go ahead and correct that. Eventually, we will be able to make our own 10K projects and avatars. Go on, and what do you have to say on that one there, Jill?
I like that. You can currently make equipment that you can use that equipment as clothing, but it has to be a little bit thicker than the avatar. So if you make equipment that you would use as clothing, just note that the avatars themselves, the characters, like the people of crypto assets, for example, may have a few extra voxels of thickness to them. So the clothing should be fitted to the style that you want, and should, in the description, probably note how thick that they are if you want somebody who wants to be like particularly aesthetic to wear your clothes. You know, some people have made like beautiful dresses and things like that they want to sell, but the dress may have what you would call Z-fighting, which is where two objects, voxels, collide with each other in a perfect plane, and they look like they're like vibrating this texture of something that doesn't look good for you, in your opinion, as the creator. But again, if you want to replace your individual characters' clothing, assuming they're not wearing any equipment, then yes, you'd have to do what Conrad said, and that is wait until 10K projects and or other avatar projects are widely available, which is coming. But not all that soon, relatively soon, depending on how long you've been around.
Right. Soon TM is what we like
soon
to say
TM.
here.
That's right.
Alrighty, and that'll do up the questions for the night, as I want to remind everybody here that if you need a friend, well, this metaverse is the space to have them. As my DMs are open always, I'm willing to help you guys out. You can find me at RadConDad, and this is Joseph, TheVisionEx. And today, if it was a bad day, doesn't define you, friend. Don't worry about it. There's always another tomorrow. I got your back, and the rest of us here are looking for peace in the metaverse. Can you play us away there, Joseph?
I will play you out. Ice Pilot X7. Ice
Joseph,
Pilot.
the talent. The
Ice
talent.
Pilot. Ice Pilot.
Oh, there it is.
Joseph the Talent Matting, all right? That's it. Calling me out. Calling me out for that one.
All right. Well, you got us on a silent disco again here.
Silent disco, and we're live discoing now, chat. Let's play it out.
Yeah,
if there's anybody streaming over on twitch.tv, or you have a suggestion for who we should raid right now, let me know, and we will raid them in this show. What am I doing? What year is it? You know what I mean?
I don't even know.
What year is it? I'm gonna go play some more Smurfs games probably in a minute. I think that's what I'm gonna do. What are we doing? Let's check out the Sandbox. Let's see who's streaming. Rufu right now testing your games in the gallery. And let's look at that. So that is twitch.tv/ROOFUE. We're gonna go raid them right now. Chat.
Go check them out. Root to the foo, says Sparky. Into it.
It's been my pleasure. Go hang out with an ambassador who's streaming right now. They're having fun.
Right.
64 viewers ready to raid Rufu right now over on twitch.tv. If you're joining us over on YouTube, BeLive, Data, Facebook, or twitter.com/thesandboxgame, go to twitch.tv/ROOFUE right now. If you want to continue the fun with the Sand fam. Thank you all for hanging out. And we'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow? What year is it? Tomorrow's Friday. Yeah, we'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah. And tomorrow we'll be maybe getting the first look at the purple.
See the purple. Looks like his jacket. It looks like his sweater. It's like his sweater.
That's exactly what you did.
That's you get his actual sweater. He's gonna take it off and send it to you.
Do it.
He's not gonna
Crazy giveaway, you guys.
He's not gonna do it.
Not gonna do it.
You
It's
won't.
mine, You can't have it. Though you can actually have it. You can buy these online.
Oh.
Aoki reveal tomorrow. Let's go. We got another like 6 hours for Aoki reveal. Let's get out of here. Have a wonderful night, everybody. And Joseph, take us to that outro screen.
Oh yeah. All right.